Monsters and demons lived among us long before it was documented in history. While they lived dormant, there were always sightings of these creatures. In the 1800s, they emerged, tired of hiding and being hunted down. They wished for peace. While many countries supported them, there were still those who didn't want to share the world with them, particularly the US. Yet the president called upon the ambassador of monsters, asking for help in the Civil War. He agreed under one condition, that New York will become the home port to all monsters. And so it was granted in agreement with the president and the ambassador, beginning the wave of not only immigrants, but creatures of all kind. With the ambassador, there were 4 rulers of each creature division. Alberic, the avian prince, Uaitri, lord of the sea, Randeur, the terrain king, and finally, the 4th ruler and wife to Lord Uaitri, the queen of the Fae, Tallulah. With her magic, she opened a portal for all Fae to travel through Staten Island. Together, they governed New York City, and it became the first city where monsters and humans coexisted. Their goal was to bring peace and balance amongst all. Yet, tragedy struck when the Fae Queen met a violent end, and the portal was shut forever. This also followed the disappearance of the Lord of the Sea. While it was rumored he murdered his wife for political power, it was a dark day for the Fae, as the ambassador took over his position in Brooklyn. While he promised justice for the beloved queen, no progress was ever made, and the portal still remained closed. Years gone by, and those who passed never saw their Fae home again. Then, the Great War struck, or World War I for future historians. The ambassador left the country to aid, yet he never returned, leaving Brooklyn to his predecessor. It was becoming bleak for all. From stricter laws, poverty, and even violence was brewing even more. The Prohibition era, going from bad to worse for both monsters and humans. January 1920. Some say the ban was enacted due to speculations of monsters bringing evil into the world. Of course, this meant for others to be sneakier. Thus began the rise of mafias and speakeasies. And since the ban didn't affect the monsters, thanks to the Monster Civil Rights Act, they became the source of smuggling. No human law could touch them, and all they asked in return was compensation. So, what better way to access anything illegal? It was in March 1928. The weather was chilly in Brooklyn, and humans started to go missing. This is the story of how a mechanic and a singer turned the tides in New York's greatest mystery. Brooklyn Police Department. The police had paperwork up to their necks and endless visits from concerned family and friends. There had been a total of 6 people that vanished without a trace, and there were no leads or motives. All the victims were random, no distinct patterns. It was causing such a migraine for the lead detective. For nights, Clive Arwood would work without sleep, finding some clue or connection. His wrinkled clothes gave off a musky smell, and his unshaven face would beg to differ as a professional in the field. For hours he would stare at the clipped newspapers and photos. Were they involved with mafias? Were they caught smuggling? Were monsters involved? Nothing was connecting.
I'm telling you, babes, I was holding it for my cousin.
Save it for the judge, Bubblegum.
It's Buble Jump! Jesus, at least get my fucking name right.
Lawrence was a regular. Within hours, he'll get bailed out by his girlfriend. How could she love such a troublemaker? Nevertheless, it wasn't his business to ask. He had more important issues to deal with, the case he was assigned to. Something must be there. Something he missed. He was lost and thought he didn't even hear a knock or his door open.
Arwood.
Ah, Jesus, Captain, I thought you were... What can I do for you, sir?
Come with me, Arwood. With how things are falling, it is no longer advisable to play lone wolf.
Sir, I appreciate your concern, but aren't we short-staffed?
Don't pull that limp noodle excuse, Arwood. You know you can do better. Besides, I cannot be losing my best detective on the force. Officer Calhoun, come over.
Yes, sir.
Detective Arwood, this is Officer Arthur Calhoun, our newest transfer. Sparkling record, but I rather see that in action. Though I am not easily impressed.
Well, I'd rather prove my...
Yeah, Captain, I don't need to babysit some young buck fresh out of the academy. Not interested in whatever pet project you may have. Good day, gentlemen.
Clive, I understand your mistrust, but after a few of those late nights, I would hate having to put you on desk duty for a while. Besides, you both could share some war stories together. Calhoun here is hardly some young buck.
I asked to be transferred here since you all arrived on the front lines of the war.
Fine.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope we can get along. You have a nice office. Definitely spacious. At least my head's not touching the ceiling.
Keep it down. I need to think.
My apologies. Terror in Brooklyn. Disappearances increase in human citizens.
If you must know, I'm tracking whoever is pulling the strings. From turf wars to trafficking to smuggling booze and magic stones. And the biggest problem right now is human citizens disappearing. Someone is calling the shots.
I knew this was in the trash.
What was that?
I was saying I can offer my assistance. There was a possible lead, but the location was partially unknown.
Wait, you have a lead?
That's why I'm here, Detective. Maybe you can help me out.
Well, out with it! What do you have?
Take a look at this. There is speculation of smuggling alcohol around this area, which has the highest volumes of missing persons. And she may be our best bet.
Where? Officer, this is nothing.
There. Marina Inuit.
Marina? Officer, you need a new prescription because that's clearly a boy.
I can assure you I don't. But there is connection to her. This is Susan Inuit, her mother. She was arrested a few years back for possession of opioid. She recently became part of the missing persons crisis we have on our hands.
So, one less of those puppy heads.
Sir?
Nothing. Keep going.
2 years ago, she came into a adult child missing. However, the following day, when she was supposed to be picked up for her interrogation, she disappeared. It seems she heard about the raid that took place and fled. She must have counted on us searching her arrest history. We did attempt to search for her daughter beforehand, but to no avail. The last time Susan was under the radar, she had fled to Brooklyn and suddenly vanished without trace.
Officer, get to the point.
Yes, sir. These two were connected because Marina here was seen at the location where Susan disappeared. I did research, and the word on the street was that the area has a hidden speakeasy somewhere close by.
Close by, you say?
That's why we need to find this woman.
Strange. Why do those buildings look familiar?
Where are you going?
I happen to know where that picture was taken. I'm gonna go take a look.
Great, then I'll come with you.
You got a change of clothes?
No. Apologies, Detective.
Tomorrow, bring different work clothes. For now, leave your coat and cap behind. If it weren't for the glasses, you're the furthest one would expect to be a flatfoot. Now what?
Oh, nothing, sir.
Come on, we're taking the trolley. Get a move on or we'll lose it.
So the rumors were true.
From here, you can call me Clive or Arwood, not detective. If we just hand out that photo like the Force, our cover will be blown.
You can refer to me as Arthur, sir.
Fine. Just stick close and follow my lead. Got it?
Right. Of course. So, how do you know about this place?
I know someone who may be able to give us a stronger lead. However, promise me one thing. Don't judge the guy working here.
Okay.
Well, this looks like a normal diner. It's the front of a speakeasy. Run by my brother. Just follow my lead.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Hello, Craig.
So, who's the beanpole?
Oh, I'm...
Editor got tired of the shit photos I took. Better have a bird's eye view.
Oh yeah, it would be easier to get photos above crowds instead of through elbow holes. Though, wouldn't it be better if at least one of you actually got a decent amount of sleep?
Well, you know how it goes. The truth never sleeps.
Well, someone had to keep up with you sooner than later, Clive. Name's Craig, mister.
Arthur Calhoun.
Let me guess, your ma's the Statue of Liberty?
No, but believe me, you're not the first asked.
So, what's the scoop? I mean, that's always the reason why you stop by.
Ever see this face before?
Who's the Daisy?
They're actually a woman.
Oh, a real dame, huh? Nah, I don't know her.
Then, maybe you know her mother. He knows.
Who wants to know?
Just a scoop, you know, laws and shit, won't give you details.
Everybody out! The acorn vault is closed. I ain't afraid to let you out.
Look, I don't want trouble, and I hate for this to be our last visit, brother. I don't want the wrong people hearing where you got your info.
Wait, did something bad happen to her?
2 fucking years. She didn't want to catch folks' eye, and whatever her old bag did to her, I wouldn't blame my gal. That's why I took her in, gave her a place to stay. Though, you can't hide that beauty. Guess she knew how to hide it better. Those eyes of hers were like magic. Always knowing where to go and what to find. She had skills as a runner to find that liquid gold, and it kept this place running smoothly. Hell, business was really booming here, and it was thanks to her. Though it did catch the wrong person's attention.
What do you mean?
This bastard named Mochi, one of those damn fox tricksters. He and a bunch of goons stopped by here. You know I allow anyone to stop by. Money is money.
Oh, really? And how did that work for you?
If you want your scoop, don't go there, brother. The guy didn't like how I was running the place. Apparently his boss wanted me to have second best. Call it a jealous threat, but more importantly, he wanted me to squeal on who was retrieving the supplies. I could have backed off with the stuff, given it to him if he wanted, but I would never give my Spitfire away.
Spitfire?
Yours?
What the hell was that reaction?
No need to judge. She was my gal, emphasis on was. Smart as a whip, and ready to pick up anything to prove her worth, even if she didn't have to. Clever and charismatic, that was her. Anyone would have been drawn in. I tried to deny the fox, but... he wasn't asking. She sacrificed her freedom to save us. And they took her.
Do you know where they took her?
Who knows by now? But I do know who that creep is working for.
Who?
Who else?
Oh.
Though, good luck on that one. Ask one place and that bastard will sweep her away to the undergrounds. Try this cafe off of Goodwin Street. It's a co-ed for creatures and humans to hang out and get shit-faced. It's rumored to be the one place where he often visits.
And is it members only?
If you ask for the Emerald Lady, they'll let you in.
That will make things easier and cut down on time. Thank you for answering our questions, Craig.
Ah, stop by more, wise head. You're always welcome, dear. You too, Artie.
Thank you. And it's Arthur.
What's the difference?
I think you're choking him.
When will you grow up?
You've got the maturity for the both of us. Hey, Calhoun, I'm in it with you. Listen, I'm putting my trust in you to look after him. He doesn't have me as a bodyguard anymore, but the only reason he doesn't come here is because of my business.
Well, I'm sure he's just protecting you.
Just keep him from the bottle. Don't need him getting nailed, alright? I'll leave it to you.
Oh, sorry, gentlemen, we're closing.
Pardon me, miss. I was told to ask for the Emerald Lady.
Oh, were you referred? Right this way. Mind your step, gentlemen. Gentlemen, welcome to the Blind Crucible.
Stay close, Calhoun.
I'm trying. It reeks in here.
Can I start you anything?
Scotch on rocks.
Right away.
We got company.
Huh?
Well, well, new faces I see.
Emerald Lady, I presume. You're as pretty as ever.
Please, call me Josephina. It's good to see newcomers. If you need any extra sugar, you know who to call. Mwah.
Actually, we're friends with Marina. Is she here?
You're friends with the gopher? Answer me this, darling. Wouldn't you like something sweeter instead of that drab and dullness she gives?
Tempting, but maybe another time?
Oh, you sure, handsome?
Her perfume is strong. Wait, that's...
Why is he looking at me?
Watch where you're going, bitch!
Sorry, Mr. Hubbard,
Get out of the way!
Arthur, what's gotten into...
Excuse me!
Arthur!
Drive, Ginny, drive!
Wait, stop!
What the hell you went off for?
It's her!
Come on! Move!
What the fuck?
Shut it! Arthur, you're driving!
Sorry?
Don't lose them!
Wait, you're not gonna shoot them, are you?
Holy sassafras! They're not cooling off! What do we do?
Just keep it steady!
Christ, how are they doing that?
Can't you keep this jalopy straight?
I can't risk you getting hit.
Never mind me!
You alright?
Uh,
Just stay low. Not on your fucking life.
Get off of me!
Not even shooting for the driver.
Then what do I shoot?
The tires.
Marina, we're coming to an intersection.
On my signal, take a right. Now!
Piece of motherfucker!
So much for my first day.